I found my husband's secret family photo album. He has a daughter he never told me about. The box was labeled Tax Records 2010 to 2015 paired. Not exactly the kind of thing anyone would be eager to open. I was cleaning out our garage for the first time since moving in together 3 years ago, determined to create space for a home gym. After 6 hours of sorting through forgotten camping gear and college textbooks, I almost didn't bother with a dusty cardboard box tucked behind a shelf, but something about its pristine condition compared to the other weathered boxes made me curious. Inside wasn't paperwork. It was a leather-bound photo album with Lily embossed in gold script on the cover. I opened it expecting to find pictures of an old family pet. Instead, I found myself staring at photos of my husband David holding a newborn baby, then the same baby at 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. The most recent showed a little girl about 7 years old with David's unmistakable green eyes and dimpled smile blowing out birthday candles. My hands trembled as I turned each page. There were Christmas mornings, hall costumes, first day of school photos paired, an entire childhood documented in secret, and some pictures a woman I didn't recognize stood beside them, her arm around David's waist. We'd talked about having children someday, but he always said he wanted to enjoy being just us for a while longer. He told me he was an only child, that his parents had died before we met, that there was no one else in his life before me. I sat in that garage for hours, the album in my lap, unable to move. When I heard his car pull into the driveway, I didn't hide the album. I needed answers more than I needed to protect his secret. I am home, he called cheerfully. Did you make progress with the? He froze in the garage doorway when he saw what I was holding. Who is Lily? I asked, my voice steadier than I expected, his face drained of color. Where did you find that? He sank down onto an old ottoman across from me. My daughter, he whispered. She's my daughter. You have a child, not a question. A statement of the impossible truth I was still processing? Yes, his eyes filled with tears. She's 8 now, and you never thought to mention her to me before we got married? Before we started talking about having our own children someday? He looked down at his hands. I lost custody when she was 5. Her mother moved to Australia with her new husband. The courts, they sided with her. That doesn't explain why you erased her existence when you met me. I didn't erase her, he said defensively. I just separated that part of my life. It hurt too much to talk about. To explain that I am a father who doesn't get to be a father. So you lied for 3 years. I was going to tell you eventually when I demanded, after we had our own children, when they asked why they've never met their half-sister. That night I slept in the guest room, the album beside me. I studied each photo, this parallel life my husband had hidden. I noticed how his smile changed in the later pictures. Pierce more strained, his eyes sadder. The last photo was dated 3 years ago, right around when we first met. In the morning I found him at the kitchen table, eyes red from crying, a stack of papers in front of him. These are all the letters I've written her, he said quietly. The birthday cards that were returned, the court documents, everything. As angry as I was about the deception, I could see his pain was real. But trust once broken isn't easily repaired. I want to understand, I told him, but I need time and complete honesty from now on. Yesterday we had our first therapy session. Today he showed me the child support payments that have continued monthly for 8 years. Tomorrow we'll video call his ex-wife to discuss the possibility of virtual visits with Lily. I don't know if our marriage will survive this revelation, but I do know that somewhere in Australia, here's a little girl who deserves to know her father hasn't forgotten her parent even if he tried to pretend to me that she didn't exist. Sometimes the secrets we keep to protect ourselves end up causing more damage than the truth ever could.